All right, so now for the UN, obviously two
Two more
fighters.
aircraft. And then all UN aircraft, including the bomber, are going to attack Seoul.
Okay, so that is going to be, what is that? So all the fighters and the bomber. So that's going to be, and it's just attacking the infantry.
Well, it's attacking Seoul in general, attacking everything.
Oh, so your bomber's going to bomb the factory and your fighters are going to attack
No,
the.
I'm sorry. Yeah, just the infantry. Yes,
Okay, just
sorry.
the infantry.
I couldn't tell
Okay,
if the A
so.
gun was
No,
there or
the
not.
AA guns retreated. So that's 3, 4, 5. So you'll have 6 fighter. So you'll roll. Oh, wait.
What
Unless you're
about
going to.
these guys in the
Oh,
carrier?
sorry. So 6, 8. So you'll roll 8 fighters at. You'll roll 8 fighters at 5. And then I'll
Okay,
have. And then I have my 3 at 3. So I'll just also kind of roll those.
8 fighters at 5. I already have 7 here, so I'll just
And all my
say
infantry
2.
missed. So
I believe that's it right
that is
there.
it. Yep, that's it. That's all of that. Oops. Okay.
The
Then
UN fleet is going to pull back, and then the NATO aircraft are going to sit where 8th Army Group is.
okay, 1 second. So okay. So oh, good lord. Stop. Why are you being like that? Oh. I'll put these all. I'm just gonna set them here for now, and then once Eighth Army moves off, then I'll put them in that territory. Or if
Okay,
anything, I'll bring the Air Force. I'll just do that. I'll bring the Air Force token. For fuck's sake, come on. We'll move the U.S. 5th Air Force headquarters to Osan. Okay, and then so that was your non-combat. So actually, I'll move the token right now just to remind myself. And then okay, and then obviously you're going to deploy your 2 fighters to Gwangju
correct.
and then over to the U.S. for your 50.
Yep. So the 50 is going to be transports are 8.
Transports are 7.
Give me 2 more transports.
Okay, so that'll be. It's 14.
Okay. Light tanks are 6.
Yes.
Or yeah, all right. So give me 5 light tanks and 6 supply.
Okay, and then 6. And then um,
Now, the supply rules. I can take supply from an adjacent territory.
yes.
Does that mean I can take 2 supply, put on my truck, move them up to this territory? Because this is still part of a combat move, and support a landing that lands in
No,
Changshan.
because supply trucks, as far as I know, they can't combat on their own. From what I understand, because they technically have no combat
Well,
value.
can't this tank support them?
The tank can only get to Wanju because it would have to
I
go
see.
Andong to Wanju. Um, but I guess I don't know because I mean, yeah, you could peel off your tank. You could peel off a tank destroyer, go to with one of the supply trucks. But I guess I don't know. I guess we could just play it that way. I mean, I don't see why not. I
Okay,
don't
we'll
know.
do that
It's
then.
kind of. I guess I'm fuzz. I guess I would be fuzzy on that.
I am too, but that's just kind of how
Yeah.
I'll take that. So one tank destroyer and then a motorized infantry with 2 supply is going to go up to here.
Okay.
The
So
rest are
1 second.
going.
So Wanju, Kanang. So 1 2 1 2. Okay, and then you said one truck
Yep,
with.
2 supply.
Did you say 2 supply or 3 supply?
2.
Okay, two with 2 supply. Okay, and then Eighth Army's moving. The rest of Eighth Army
Yeah.
is going
You know
into
what?
Seoul.
Wait a minute. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Never mind. Take that back. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm being stupid.
Okay, 1 second. So
Good Lord, Nolan. Uh, because the supply, if that works, then the supply coming into Seoul can also support, because that's also a parallel or
that's
adjacent
true.
territory. So
Um,
until we get clarification on that, that's what we're gonna
I mean,
do.
but I
Because
mean,
the
I guess I would say if all combat is technically going on simultaneously, then you wouldn't be able to, because
in
like
that case, that's fair. That's
yeah,
fair.
because I think this is kind of being based on the Axis and Allies model that all the combat is technically happening simultaneously.
That's fair. In that case, I will take. Well, what if the trucks are carrying supply that's part of the same attack as the landing force?
Well, okay, well here to solve the entire issue, take your 6 tank destroyers. Seoul is open. You blitz them
That's what I'm
in with
doing. Yes,
the supply trucks.
100%.
Oh,
That's what I'm
okay,
doing.
okay. So
100%.
I think that would work. Okay, so 1 second. So first, so Seoul is gone.
And I'll still put one tank up here just to capture that territory.
Okay, so you'll still keep.
The other one will go to Seoul. So we're gonna split a little bit here. But that's non-combat. So for now, just one tank's combating up to this territory.
Okay, so 1 second. Okay, and then so the U.S. infantry will take Seoul, and then you're blitzing into Chuncheon
Correct.
your with your 5 tank destroyers, and
6.
no, because you took 1 tank destroyer to take
No, I'm
Kanang.
saying reverse that. I'm saying reverse
Oh,
that.
then what was taking here?
Nothing. Just
Oh,
this one here. Because this tank is going to split and move to that
oh,
territory.
so he's still gonna take that territory, but okay. So one
Yeah.
second. So
This one
hold
here
on.
is again I'm clicking on blank space
Yeah.
here.
So Kanang is still gonna be occupied by me.
A firm. Correct.
And then okay, so you split the medium tanks. Okay. All right. I see what you did. So 1 second. So let me just fix this again. Fix that. Okay. And then yeah, okay. Now I think we're cooking. Now we're cooking with gas.
I agree. So yeah,
Ah.
they're blitzing in with their supply.
Yeah.
Um,
And then
and since
how
we're
is the
in
rest
every
of
since
the
we're in every combat, so the rest of it is now that supply is being provided by the 8th Army Group, all transports can be completely filled, and that'll be uh all 4 artillery, and it's still the same rules of I can only have I can only have one or the other, right? I can only have artillery. Well, no, I take that back.
it's one infantry and one other unit.
So all 3 infantry, 2 artillery, and the 2 tanks. Because
Okay.
even if I don't win, I basically want your army smashed. That's the whole play here.
Yeah.
And then all the U.S. Air Forces available are also taking part.
Okay, so 1 second. I'm just going to try and set up a. I mean, I'm not. I mean, I could battle board this, but. Okay, so then all that's coming in. The U.S. bomber is coming in. Whoops.
Actually, sorry, no belay that.
No?
Uh, the two artillery take the tanks back.
Oh,
I
okay,
just
so.
realized that I want. Besides, it's 3 tanks in there, not 2.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I didn't
3
realize
tanks.
that. I didn't realize that until just now.
Alright,
But
and
yeah,
then,
I
so
just realized
then
I want the
all
artillery
air.
fire first ability.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. Okay. Well, let's see here. Alright, so how would this go?
So first ship bombardment. I mean, ship bombardment's always going to be
Yeah,
first.
I suppose ship bombardment would be first, which kind of sucks because then now I have to just. Yeah. Okay, so ship bombardment is first. So again, that's going to be 3 destroyers at. Um, where is it? 3 destroyers at 4.
Oh, here. I was on a roll. I'm trying to get this one together.
Yep.
There we go. And
1
all right.
hit. And then you have 2 cruisers at 6.
All right.
God, 2 hits. And then a battleship at 8. Oh, give me
Yes.
a fucking break.
Yes.
All right, so I got to take 4 casualties. All right, well, 1 AAA for 1. 2, 3. At least want to try and keep that. So 4. Okay, so then now I will roll my AAA. So that's
Yep.
going to be 3 dice.
What's the hit
Or
too?
wait, hold on 1 second. What's the? Oh no, so this one is the. Oh, so this one's the one I can fire at any plane. Oh, but wait, no, that's right. He was. Yeah, no, that's no longer current. The rule for anti-aircraft guns changed. It's gone back to the three. Well, I mean, are we gonna play that, or are we gonna play as the rules say right now? Because I think
Let's
the
go back to the 3 because
well, and I
that's
well again, I think
different.
the changes to it's 3 dice for 1 round, but AAA can also go on the offensive.
Okay, I thought. All right, so we're not doing where it can fire every round still.
No, and that's one of the changes that it doesn't fire every round.
Okay, it couldn't before though.
Right.
All right,
Okay, so one
I
second.
guess.
So hold on. So this is against. All right, so rolling at 2s. I got 1 hit. So one of your aircraft, I assume a fighter, is going to die. Okay, so then now you have your 4 artillery at 4.
What I do. So we'll just take these guys here. Okay.
Whoops,
Oh.
that was weird.
Okay. Yeah, you took my dice. How dare you?
I didn't mean to.
One
One
hit.
hit. Um, so son of a. So I guess I'll take it on an artillery. And so then I have an artillery at 4, and then a Katusha at. God, what does he have? Why do I keep forgetting? And a Katusha at 5. So this will be my artillery. Miss.
Miss.
Katusha.
Miss. By 1.
No.
You said 5.
Yep, 5. Miss. Of course. All right, so now general combat. All right, so you'll have 3 infantry at 4 because they get plussed up. by everything, which
One hit.
I'm still a little hesitant on that.
I concur with you on that.
And
And
then
then
you
the
have 6 tank destroyers at 7.
well.
One,
1, 2, 3,
two,
4,
three.
5.
Wait, one,
Oh, sorry, 4.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. I thought that was a 6. It's a 9.
Good God. And it's Oh wait,
It's all
shit.
tanks.
Well, right, and that's 4. Though that's for that. Goddamn, that's for special hits. Okay, damn it. All right, so now it's my turn for
Nope,
the
it's not.
defense. What do you mean?
1 fighter,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
miss, and a bomber.
That's a hit.
Hit, I'm assuming. All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull this dice out and actually put 4. And I'm gonna put this back down to 2. So you have 2
Yep.
general hits, and then you have 4 tank destroyer hits, because
Okay.
that'll help. Okay. All right. So then I have 2 light tanks defending at 5. One hit.
1 hit.
And then I have 8 medium tanks. I'll roll the 8 medium tanks first at 6. All right, what is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are at 6.
Oh, that's a lot of hit.
1, 2. No, that's only 2 hits. Oh no. Wait, 6, 5, 3, 3. So that's I'm counting 4. Count 4 hits. Okay, and then I have to finish it off. Then I have 2 tank destroyers also at 2 tank destroyers at 6. Miss.
Miss. Okay.
Okay, so I'll take. All right, so that's 2 general hits first. So that would be my artillery and my Katusha. So that's the 2 general, but then you also have 4 tank destroyer hits. So that's 1 light tank. So it's 2 light tanks and 2 of my medium tanks. And then that wipes that out. And then you took 5 hits. So
All
that
3
would be
infantry and 2 of the artillery.
2 of the artillery.
Yep.
Okay. So there's that. So that's 1 round.
Theoretically, you can retreat.
Well, I know that's what I'm thinking, but then again, then there's the whole thing where then you get to
Roll twice, yeah, which is why
well,
we don't.
basically you get a free, you get 1 more free attack on me, and then I
And
don't
then
get
we
to
still
fire
roll the
back
prisoner. Then we also get the prisoner thing, don't we?
if anybody
Prisoner captures.
survives. If anybody
Right.
survives, but with how high a lot of your units roll, I don't expect my, well, maybe some of my units will make it. But yeah, I will definitely try to retreat. So try and save what I can of my army.
Okay,
So
so that's 2
first,
artillery.
so yeah, so now at this point it's just tallying up hits. So it's 2 artillery.
Yeah, that wasn't a roll. Yeah, all right.
2 artillery at 4,
2
2
hits.
hits. Then it
And
is the
the
6,
2, yeah, 6
6
artillery.
tank destroyers at
Mix it all up.
7. 2 tank destroyers at 7. 1,
One,
2,
two, three.
3. And then a fighter for
That leaves this one.
5. Miss.
Miss.
And then a bomber for 8.
Nope.
Miss. So, okay, I take 5 more casualties. Let's see here. Guess I'll take my 5 mediums. And so then now we have to roll for... Oh, wait. Hold on a second. I am going to get back one of my mediums and get rid of the AAA.
That's probably a good. Oh, actually, no. I think that's the wrong call.
You think? You think I
Unless you're
should...
gonna get back to, can you get back to Pyongyang in time?
Yeah. Or I could bring my Pyongyang forces forward.
As long as you link them up,
Yeah, I think that'll...
because the
Well,
South Korea.
no,
So
well,
you got
again, hold on. Hold on. We still got to do the we have to do the capture rolls.
right, which is why we're almost never gonna retreat in this game because you get to get rolled on twice. But
Yeah,
all
pretty
right,
much. So, 1 second. Yeah. Again, I still think it should just be you retreat, you roll a dice for every unit, and then you're either captured, destroyed, or you get away. Feel like
yeah,
this is just too time consuming with the rolls.
concur.
Um,
But we'll see what happens here. How what do I now?
o-
What do I roll
okay,
here?
so you'll roll basically. So let's start with my. So you'll roll 3 for my medium tanks, and oh, you need a D. You need D6s.
Oh, I need D6s. Roger that. I'll just borrow these red ones.
All right, so there's your 3d6s for my mediums. Um,
Oh no!
oh, 2 went off. 1 second. I know what the. Oh, there they are. Here. Okay, so one of them was a 6, so we'll pull that off to the side. You can re-roll those 2.
2 and a 4.
Okay, 2 and a 4. So let's see here. So for my uh so you captured one of my medium tanks. Congratulations.
Yuck! What do I want with a T-34 for?
Well, I mean it gets upgraded to a Sherman, so shut up.
That's
You
better.
captured one of my medium tanks. The other 2 get away. Then roll 2 for my tank destroyer.
I'll do you two. Put it over here. Get away from that nasty 6. All right.
You captured 1 tank destroyer. 1 got away. So that is another tank destroyer. Oh, 1 second. And then I'll just do this now since I'm thinking about it. And then you'll roll 4 D6s for my supply trucks and the supply they are trying to take away.
Oh,
1, 2, 3. Oh my God, you captured it all. Wow. Wow. Look at
yes,
that.
yes. Hey, it's not your supply, it's our supply.
Yeah,
Isn't that
that's
what the
true.
people's thing is all about?
That's true. Okay, so that is. Oh my gosh, this is just. Again, I like we were just saying. I don't know how much I like the whole retreat mechanics.
Yeah, that just completely destroyed your army essentially.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
do
either
have
way, but I
enough
mean,
supply to
obviously, like
fight.
I mean, either way, it would have been destroyed. But at least then I could have gone out, taken you out. Like just with the way
This is
it's set
true.
up, like just the way it's set up now, there's no incentive for a defender to retreat.
What's left? You have 1 tank destroyer, 1 tank.
I have 1 tank destroyer and 2 medium tanks.
Okay. You got rid of your AAA. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So now it's on to the non-combats for you, sir. Um, are you going to give your forces here a core?
Aren't they already part of Eighth Army?
Well, Eighth Army's in Seoul with all your infantry.
No, it's not. Eighth Army is where the real action is.
Well,
So what's left of Seoul is just
shit. I mean, you have U.S. First Corps, U.S. Ninth Corps, U.S. 10th Corps. You still have
yep,
You also have
First
ROK
Corps.
second and third.
I do like U.S. First Corps, and
So
then
you want
ROK. Yep,
U.S. First Corps in Chuncheon.
correct.
Okay, well I'll put everything on the plate later. Okay, then where do you want your Air Force?
Air Force will have to go back to where Eighth Army was, because that's where the
Okay, so it
NATO
is
Air
joining
Force
the
is.
5th Air Force headquarters in Osan.
That I like.
Um, Obviously your two medium tanks down here in Sangju. Take it they're gonna go up to 8th Army.
Isn't it
One,
one?
two.
Because didn't one go to capture this one here?
You had three tanks here.
That's right, I did. Okay, in that case, yes, they're gonna go up there.
All right, so two medium tanks there. You have two infantry right here.
They'll just keep moving up, trying to get up to.
Okay, and then you have your three medium tanks here, which I assume are going to come here.
Correct.
And then you have a supply truck and three supply in Busan.
I'm not gonna worry about the supply in Busan because I'm gonna start turning them out from the Seoul factory now. I
Okay.
won't. South Korea will. I should
Yeah.
rephrase that.
Okay. Think think now it's just deploying. Think that's all your non-combats. Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
I believe that's everything,
All right.
and that will bring this turn to a close.
The 45th Division or the vanguard of the 45th Division has made its presence in Busan known with some supply and armor. Um, these guys can go up onto the build queue and you zeroed out. All right, going over to the scoreboard. The communists are barely winning now, 29 to 28 as we move into turn 8, which will be August September 1951. The
Good Operation Minden can
the
technically work.
yeah, it technically can. Obviously, the North is in some trouble. Really need those Chinese to come in now if I'm even going to have a chance of stemming this tide. But again, as we've also talked about, per the current rules for oh wait a minute, 1 second. That doesn't seem right. No, that should be at 30. It should be 30 to 28 because um, Kanung is still worth 2. So then, yeah, when you take Kanung, you'll go to 30, and I'll go to 28 back to the start. But anyways, so going off of what the game objective is, it's by whoever owns the most net territory. Which obviously, technically, now that you've cleared me out, you don't technically even need to go north anymore. You could literally just stay down here and build a giant wall and just dare me to come after you.
Well, I won't, obviously. Well, we'll keep trying to get this. We'll go with the mindset of total conquest. But yes.
Right. Well, and yeah, I mean, yeah, because total conquest was at least the goal for the two Koreas, and well, and I guess even for a small part, the Allies for a while, and then once China came in, then the Allies were kind of like, no, actually, we're not going for total conquest anymore. Um,
Yeah, we'd rather you didn't.
yeah. Which has actually been fun watching that Korean War with Indy Nidell, because he actually in his recent episode covered how it's around May and June 1950 where the UN changes its policy of on Korea, because originally their idea was to because originally when they first started, it eventually became no communism in Korea at all. And then you get to May, June 1951. Then they're like, actually, we're gonna write that part out and just say, we want to just stop, like, get them to a point where we can stop hostilities. So I mean, and honestly, I don't think North Korea ever really. I don't think North Korea's ever actually changed its mindset about total conquest. But they also realized they couldn't fully go on in because I don't even think China was fully supporting a full conquest kind of thing either.
That wasn't China's goal to begin with.
No,
Although China did try and push the U.S. out of Korea.
that's true. That's true. So, I mean, I don't know. Again, like we've talked about, I feel like just like the objective being net territory, it doesn't it doesn't provide the allies with the motivation or the mobility to go past the 38th parallel. It pretty much is, again, you could end up in a situation where we are right now where you've cleared the south, and once you capture Kanung, you'll have the IPC advantage over me, and then you can just sit and build up, build up, build up, build up, and I'll never be able to match you to
No,
to to even start kicking you back out.
but I don't think that's a rule thing. I don't know if you can actually really do a good rule that forces people for total conquest. This is just gonna have to be more on the player's
Well, right.
mindset.
I mean, I guess like I would just change the game objective to the objective of the game is total conquest. And
Sure, you can do that, but that's never gonna happen. So you need a secondary win condition,
right.
essentially.
So I guess you could word it as the objective of the game is full conquest of Korea by the end of the game. If full conquest is not possible, whoever owns the most IPC at the end of the game wins. But again, that still sets the mindset that the player can just stop. Like the player will just
Sure.
stop. Yeah. Did you drop out? I think you dropped out.
I did. I dropped out of the game. There's nothing more for me to do here.
Oh,
Um, I'm just I'm looking at it through your screen share now.
yeah. Like that's just kind of my thing. Like just trying to figure out how you can how like through the like kind of through the rules incentivizing the allies to keep going instead of just stopping and building a wall.
I mean, really, it should just be a goal is total conquest, or if not total conquest, whoever owns the most territory by the end of
Territory
return
or
order.
IPC. Because I mean, either way, no matter
I prefer territory
you prefer territory.
because if you're gonna say total conquest, then the whole focus should stay territory, not IPC count.
Hmm.
Like, let's keep the objective and secondary objective in the same track.
Yeah.
Besides, if you're doing IPC count, you're basically saying the same thing with a different title.
That's true.
And it should just be about land grab, because that's the whole point of this is conquest.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Um,
Well, I think that is going to be it for turn 7, and we will see you guys next time for turn 8. So until then, guys, as always, take care.